All right, Chessnoter 2.1.0. So the big change we're going to start with is just going through each new section one by one to get a better understanding and somewhat follow the manual in the way that we've rewritten it. So to get started, you'll want to hit the menu button. On the menu button, it's going to show all the new menu items that we have. So it's similar, but there's a little difference now. You have user profile, tournament, review games, opponents, Dropbox sync, update, serial number, settings, and help. We removed board settings from the main screen. We removed backup and restore from the main screen, and kind of incorporating things into settings. So essentially, we all know how to set up our user profile. On the user profile, it's going to be the same. The one thing that we've added is the club rating. So it's going to have a club rating as well. Some clubs have ratings, some clubs don't. We've added that. For the most part, you can just leave it unrated and it's not going to really matter. Really, the thing that we want to go into is settings. So under settings, when you're inside the settings menu, essentially you're going to have board settings. And in here, it's just like the old board settings. You can manipulate the board settings and change the colors and change the piece design and all that. None of that's changed. The other thing that we've added now is known opponents. So the opponents works very similar to if any of you have used Android or even an iPhone, you basically have a contact list where you can add contacts. By default, the system will automatically add opponents. So as you start a tournament game and you play that game, it's going to automatically add opponents into your opponent's area. I'll go through and show the opponent's area a little more in depth later in these videos, but essentially the opponents, like I said, will automatically be added into the system. If you don't want to add opponents as you continue forward, you can just turn off the opponent by just simply pressing the button. It'll list disabled here if it's working or enabled if it's on. Same thing with the opponent rating. Some players may or may not want to update opponents as they continue to play them again. So if you're playing the same people over and over again at tournament, if their rating goes up and down, when you add them inside the tournament, which we'll go through a little later, it'll essentially show their rating and then you can update it. And as you update it, it automatically updates the contact for that. The other thing in here is backup and restore. So you can click on that and it's exactly the same. There's no difference, just backup and restore. So that's the new settings menu. So I'm going to stop this video and then we'll go ahead and start the next one.